Embark with me on a celestial odyssey, a journey through our galaxy, the Milky Way, as we trace a path from our life-giving sun outward. Each planet we encounter is a unique world, a story written in rock and gas, bound together by the invisible threads of gravity and the echoes of our galaxy's formation. Our voyage begins at the heart of our solar system, the Sun. This is no mere ball of fire, but the foundry of our solar system. Here, in its roiling plasma seas and coronal arches, hydrogen fuses into helium in an eternal nuclear dance. The energy released bathes our solar neighborhood in light and warmth, the very essence that stirs life on Earth. The Sun's prominences and sunspots tell tales of magnetic fury, while its solar wind, a stream of charged particles, extends its influence far beyond, creating the vast bubble of the heliosphere. Slipping away from the Sun's fierce embrace, we first encounter Mercury, a world of stark contrasts. By day, its surface bakes under temperatures that could melt lead. By night, it plunges into cold that could freeze air. Yet, in the perpetual twilight of its poles, radar glimpses reveal the glint of water ice, hidden in craters forever shadowed. Mercury's face is a chronicle of the early solar system, pocked by impacts, crisscrossed by scarps, testimony to an epoch of chaos and a planet's slow contraction as its iron heart cooled. Venus looms next, a veiled beauty. Swathed in clouds of sulfuric acid, its atmosphere is a greenhouse gone mad, hot enough to melt zinc. But peer through its haze, and radar unveils a landscape of volcanic plains, sinuous channels and highlands that might once have borne seas. In Venus's retrograde spin and its dense, choking air, we ponder a somber thought. Is this a mirror to a possible future Earth, a world where climate tipped beyond redemption, and then the blue jewel of Earth? From space it seems serene, swirls of white cloud, expanses of ocean, the green patchwork of life. But zoom in, and it's a maelstrom of complexity. Here, water exists in three states, driving weather and eroding stone. Continents drift on tectonic plates, building mountains and opening seas. And life, oh the riot of life. From abyssal vents to stratospheric spores, Earth sings with diversity, a rare harmony of conditions that allows consciousness to ponder the cosmos. Mars, the red wanderer, awaits. At first glance, it's a desert, cold and still. But look closer. There's Olympus Mons, a volcano 3 times the height of Everest. Valles Marineris, a canyon that could swallow Earth's Grand Canyon many times over. And the scars of water, dried riverbeds, sedimentary layers, polar ice caps of water and carbon dioxide. In Martian soil and thin air, we found whispers of methane, tantalizing clues that microbial life might yet cling on in some buried aquifer. Beyond Mars lies the asteroid belt, a ring of rubble and rock, not a dense field of hazards, but a sparsely populated realm. Here float Ceres, Vesta, and their kin, remnants of planetesimals that never quite became worlds. They are cosmic time capsules, their minerals telling of the solar system's infancy. Some bear organics, water, raw ingredients that may have seeded life on the inner planets. Jupiter, the behemoth, dominates the outer reaches. A world without a true surface, its atmosphere is an ever-shifting canvas of ammonia clouds, titanic storms, and the Great Red Spot, an anticyclone large enough to engulf Earth, raging for centuries. Jupiter's gravitational might stirs its moons. Volcanic Io, Europa with its ice-sealed ocean, and Ganymede, larger than Mercury. The dance of these moons, their orbits locked in resonance, is celestial clockwork. A balance born from chaos. Saturn enchants with its iconic rings, not solid but a disk of icy particles, some as fine as smoke, others as large as houses. These rings are young, perhaps born from a shattered moon, and will dissipate in a cosmic blink. Below, the gas giant churns with storms and a hexagonal vortex crowning its north pole. And there among its moons is Titan, a world with rain, rivers, and seas. Not of water, but liquid methane, a cold echo of Earth's hydrological cycle. Uranus tilts into view, its axis so skewed that it rolls along its orbit like a ball. This ice giant's atmosphere, laced with methane, gives it a serene blue, hiding the turmoil beneath. Its magnetic field, bizarrely askew, hints at a complex interior where water, ammonia, and methane are compressed into exotic supersonic states, neither fully liquid nor solid. Finally, distant Neptune, where the sun is but a bright star. Despite the chill, Neptune's azure winds are the solar system's most fierce, driven by internal heat and the condensation of methane. Here orbits Triton, a captured Kuiper Belt object, its cantaloupe terrain and geysers of nitrogen ice hinting at a reservoir of primordial solar nebula trapped in the deep freeze. As we pause at this frontier, looking back along our celestial trail, the binding elements reveal themselves. Gravity, a moral force, herding worlds into orbits, raising tides, and flinging comets inward from the Oort cloud. Light, not just illuminating, but driving chemistry, weather, and the very engines of life. And the elements themselves, hydrogen and helium from the Big Bang, heavier elements forged in stellar furnaces and scattered by supernovae, coming together in a cosmic dance of accretion and differentiation. Our journey shows that in the cold vastness of space, beauty takes myriad forms. It's in the delicate arcs of Saturn's rings, the pastel bands of Jupiter's clouds, the stark grandeur of Martian canyons. It's in the tenacity of life clinging to a blue world and the potential for life lurking in subsurface oceans and alien atmospheres. Each planet, each moon, is bound together by the same forces that birthed the Milky Way itself. In this, we see that our solar system is not just a collection of worlds, but forged in the same stellar nursery, each member shaped by its place and history. From the sun's life-giving fire to Neptune's frigid winds, it's a journey through temperature and pressure, through the periodic table and the phases of matter. It's a journey that reminds us, in the vast cold of outer space, our tiny troop of planets is a rare confluence of beauty, diversity, and the tantalizing possibility of life. And as we turn our gaze beyond to the glittering multitude of the Milky Way, we carry this lesson, that every pinprick of light might cradle its own cosmic saga, its own worlds bound by the same universal laws, waiting to be discovered, understood, and marveled at.